If you own a Starlink Mini and actually plan to travel with it, RV trips, overlanding, camping, job sites, or just tossing it in the back seat, the biggest thing you want is protection without turning it into a bulky mess. The MiCat Hardcase focuses heavily on waterproofing, impact resistance, and organized storage, which is exactly what most Starlink Mini owners are looking for. Alright, so you've got a Starlink Mini and you're tired of carrying it around in the original box or just loosely throwing it in your vehicle. This MiCat waterproof hardcase is honestly one of the better storage solutions I've seen for it on Amazon. First impressions, this thing feels legitimately rugged. The shell is hard ABS material, so it doesn't feel flimsy or cheap at all. It's built more like protective camera or drone equipment cases than a normal accessory bag. And for something like the Starlink Mini that costs several $100s, that extra protection definitely makes sense. One of the biggest selling points here is the IP67 waterproof rating. That means it's designed to keep out dust and handle water exposure during travel, camping, or bad weather conditions. So if you're using Starlink for RV life, off-grid setups, overlanding, or outdoor work, this gives a lot more peace of mind than a soft carrying bag. Inside the case, you've got custom precision cut EVA foam. Everything has its own spot. The Starlink Mini dish, cables, power adapter, stand, and accessories. Nothing rattles around when you move the case, which is important because electronics getting bounced around in transit is usually what causes long-term wear. I also like that MiCat included dual carry options. You've got the standard handle, but also a shoulder strap, which actually makes carrying it way easier if you're walking through campsites, airports, or parking lots. Now, the trade-off is that this is definitely more substantial than a soft sleeve. It adds some size and weight, so if you're somebody who only uses Starlink indoors or rarely moves it, this might honestly be overkill. But if your Starlink Mini travels frequently, I think the protection is worth it. The overall fit and organization are probably the strongest part of this case. It feels purpose-built instead of generic. That's important because a lot of cheaper hard cases online just throw foam inside a random shell and call it good. For the price, it sets in a pretty solid middle ground too. It's much more affordable than premium options like Pelican-style transport cases, but still gives you the waterproof hardshell protection most people actually need. Overall, I'd say this is a really solid buy for Starlink Mini owners who travel, camp, RV, or just want better long-term protection for their equipment. It feels durable, organized, weather-resistant, and way more premium than I expect for the price. And as always, the products I feature are bought, used, and loved by me. Cheers!